Bulginaka, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing these crimes, report them immediately.
I'm Polly.
And I'm Peter.
We host the Traffic Jam Show on City FM.
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every weekday.
Do the right thing.
In this bulletin, major delays in travel from today. Tuna stocks decline. And search and rescue missions costly.
The studios of FBC Suva.
Road users in the Suvarnasori corridor will have to leave home early as you will face delays of up to an hour and a half during peak hours from today until the end of April. This as the Fiji Roads Authority is unable to complete rehabilitation on Nokonoko, Grantham and Tumbo roads on time due to the wet weather conditions. Josina Nunga has the story.
The smooth flow of traffic may seem unusual over the next few weeks, as commuters in various roads in the greater Suva area will face bumper-to-bumper traffic at peak hours.
Because at the moment our road base is saturated and we don't want to do construction straight on top of it, put the seal on straight on top of it. So we'll have to wait and get at least a day's sun on it before we can start sealing the road again.
These contracted workers are putting their hard yards, trying to complete the work soon. And in some instances, the road will be closed or reduced to a single lane, and the traveling public are advised to factor in extra time while commuting along the Grantham Road.
This government here is trying to build and rehabilitate the human rights of public in terms of building the road, not only here in Grantham Road, but all over Fiji.
It's a good initiative, but hopefully work is done in an effective and efficient manner, as school is starting again.
This will improve the condition of our roads and will help drivers too.
A number of people raised their concerns to FBC News that they faced issues on the road which had more than usual delays for a non-busy day and has been affecting their business.
It's okay for asking, but at the moment, the daytime, when the road close, that's the time we don't have any customers.
It's a good initiative by FRA, but sometimes we are affected as well as customers don't have a space to park.
Prasad says dust affecting roadside vendors will only last for few hours, considering the current weather situation.
We'll keep keeping the dust down by watering as and when needed.
People who regularly use this Nokonoko road in peak hours will face massive traffic jams. The Fiji Roads Authority has also confirmed that most rehabilitation work will be carried out at night into the curfew hours, while some work will be done during the day. Josina Nunga, FBC News.
Schools in all divisions except Vanua level will resume classes from today. The schools in the Northern Division will remain closed until further notice as cleanup following Tropical Cyclone Ana is still in progress. Education Minister Rosie Akbar says some areas in the Northern Division also do not have access to water and electricity. Akbar says in view of the safety and welfare of the students, they will keep schools in the Northern Division closed until further notice. The ministry confirms that content coverage will not be an issue as we are still early in the 2021 school year. She adds they will assess the situation in the north and advise teachers, students and parents on the resumption of classes in due course. Amongst Fiji's biggest fish exporter, Solenda Pacific is struggling to keep business afloat due to the low tuna catch within our waters. General Manager Radhika Kumar says border restriction has also affected the export of high-grade fish and tuna to the New Zealand, Japanese, US and European markets. She adds they've noted a decline in tuna catch in recent years and is due to an influx number of illegal fishing vessels entering our EEZ and climate change.
Tuna species are migrating species and they travel from other waters to our waters. And if our fish is being basically caught before it enters Fiji waters, then we can't see I mean, it's difficult for us to catch that fish because it's already been caught.
The operational cost associated with search and rescue missions by the Fiji Navy runs into hundreds of thousands of dollars. Navy Commander Captain Humphrey Tawaki says this unnecessary cost can be saved if people become more responsible and make informed decisions before going out at sea. Taking one of these vessels out at sea for a search and rescue effort is costly.
We're chatting about to respond to any situation that is, in the first day it is $40,000 automatically, and in subsequent days that follows, that'll be about another $7,000 to $10,000 of extra fuel that we will use. So it is quite so. Say if we spend another 5 or 10 days, it reaches the hundreds of thousands very easily.
The construction on the first ever Gurmit Museum in Fiji is currently underway. It's an initiative by the Global Gurmit Institute to immortalize the history of Gurmit and also educate people about Gurmitians. Felipe Necaso reports.
This museum, once completed, will feature an indoor setup as well as an outdoor display.
The actual framework that we're looking up in here is to collect the Gurmit era artifacts and show the lifestyle then and how it has transited from that up to date, and home farms, lifestyle, music, dance, garments, jewelries, community, religion events that we are planning to exhibit in.
Work had halted for a while due to the pandemic. However, the Institute is doing all it can to see the first phase completed. The Institute is also planning to set up a heritage database that will allow people to trace back their roots.
Although they are living in Fiji in here, but it's very important to know the roots. For some people it's very important to know. Some people have forgotten and moved on. But the idea is because some people still, the younger generation, they actually want to know where they came from.
There's also a few festivals that we will be celebrating, which will provide an educational background about it, because until today, many don't really know the importance of these religious functions.
The main purpose of the museum is to create awareness, promote, build and also educate the younger generation. Felipe Necaso, FBC News.
Strong parent advocacy has ensured that 6-year-old Namish Chowdhury remains healthy and active in school despite having type 1 diabetes. Chowdhury was diagnosed with diabetes when he was 3 years old and has since changed his lifestyle. Dipesh Kumar reports.
Namish Chowdhury had to learn about diabetes at an age when many children live a carefree life.
Type 1 diabetes is when your pancreas is not working. And when your pancreas is not working, your sugar got low. Because when it's low, I need to eat candies and sweets. And when it's high, drink water.
The class 1 student is thankful of the support from his parents, teachers and friends.
Mommy and Daddy help me every day by giving me tiny pinch and big pinch. And when I get sick, I eat sweets. In school, my teachers and friends help me. When I get too sick, they give me candies and call Mommy.
Namish's mother Devina Chowdhury says they want their son to become an independent person.
Us, we are trying to make Namish a very strong person. We want him to stand out there and make his own decisions, take care of himself. He does not have to depend on anyone.
There are around 500 young diabetics in Fiji. Worldwide, the prevalence estimates indicate that there are almost 500,000 children aged under 15 years with type 1 diabetes. Dipesh Kumar, FBC News.
Up ahead, Fiji FA Women's Super League begins. And Gareth Baber rates Kitone Talinga. Stay with us.
Oira na ngone no ndai nunu ena be singa ni mataka.
Mersi sunga da ken romadina kilo mikron.
Sakena ngau na mitaro bina nora baksangai kamala lo mataki na wani. Dalabina oya wa meliki.
Bulre oya wa Samuel Samuli.
Nama kikirau ena be mataka.
Oniti kina makarombuka.
Ni waitiri kalima na miniti me ona kina tiri na kaloko. Ena Radio Fiji 1 nandomo ibiti.
Pindah-pindah na mataka dan ramai na singabo.
Fiji Football Association will kick off its women's competition with the Super League series next month. The tournament will feature top 6 women's team, which include Suva, Rewa, Tailevu, Naitan, Siri, Nandronga, Mba and Lambasa. In support of this initiative, Fiji FA yesterday donated training equipment to these teams to help in their Super League campaign. National Women's head coach Marika Rondu says the pressure is now on the team to improve themselves to maintain their spot.
The new concept will bring more responsibility in terms of the teams and the official. They will feel more included in terms of the competition. They will no longer play in zonal. It's a step forward to play in the national league.
Fiji Sevens head coach Gareth Weber has rated Olympian Kitione Talinga as one of the standout players of the Uprising Sevens tournament. Talinga, who has been out of the Sevens circuit for years, made a comeback for the Fiji Sevens side as they walked away with the Uprising Sevens title in Pacific Harbour yesterday. Weber says Talinga is slowly finding his form and will be a force to be reckoned with in the upcoming tournament.
I thought one of the standout performances was actually Kitty Talinga. I mean, you know, it's been a while since we've seen Kitty play like that. He's got a bit of work to do with regards to his fitness, he knows that. But he was doing things on the field here that Moise Nthungu does, that Vatemo used to do.
The 2021 Combat Sportswear Supporting Grassroots program has been making good progress over the years. The program organizers are aiming to reach a new level this year with the support from its sponsors. The program enhances rugby coaching and playing skills. Even Levuka-based company Bumblebee has caught the attention of the program.
I've also allowed to expand out, and that's where we've gone in partnership with Combat Sportswear and Malachi and his team to get this these training clinics off the ground.
Expect cloudy periods and brief showers in major centers today. A trough of low pressure continues to affect the country. That's FBC Morning News. Join us at 7 p.m. for a major bulletin. For news you can trust, get the facts from FBC's TV, radio and digital news at fbcnews.com.fj. Take care and good morning.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही हैं।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।